Tesco's £3.7 billion takeover of cash and carry group Booker has been given the provisional go-ahead by the competition watchdog despite rivals warning the deal could drive them out of business. After spending 6 months poring over evidence from competitors and crunching numbers, the Competition and Markets Authority, CMA, has concluded the merger of Tesco and Booker, the UK's biggest retailer and grocery wholesaler respectively, is not bad news for shoppers and diners. Our investigation has found that existing competition is sufficiently strong in both the wholesale and retail grocery sectors to ensure that the merger between Tesco and Booker will not lead to higher prices or a reduced service for supermarket and convenience shoppers, said Simon Polito, chair of the inquiry group. Some analysts were stunned the watchdog appeared ready to wave through such a large and controversial deal without asking for concessions when in 2015 it agonized over Poundlad's £55 million takeover of the 99p stores chain. Last month a group of wholesalers, speaking for 60% of the market, jointly wrote to CMA stating the deal would hand Tesco incontestable power over the procurement of all grocery categories in the UK. The wholesale trade in particular will be wondering why on earth it ever bothered engaging at all with the CMA, said Shore Capital analyst Clive Black. If Tesco and Booker can merge with unconditional approval, then the scope for further large-scale consolidation cannot be ruled out. Tesco has 3,200 UK stores whereas Booker supplies 117,000 independent retailers, a headline figure that includes the 5,500 retail stores under its symbol group brands Premier, Londis, Budgens and Family Shopper. If the deal gets formal clearance next month it will create a retail and wholesale giant with a turnover approaching £60 billion. When the acquisition of Booker was announced in January, Tesco boss Dave Lewis said the combined group would be able to reduce its running costs by £200 million a year, but some think that figure could be as much as £500 million, and Black said suppliers would have mixed feelings about the deal. Those synergies have to come from somewhere and suppliers will be at the heart of Dave Lewis and Booker chief executive, Charles Wilson's thinking. In the summer the CMA referred the deal for an in-depth investigation over concerns that the tie-up could result in higher prices for shoppers in about 350 areas across the UK. But after analysing the impact of the merger in every area where a Tesco and a Booker supplied shop were both present, more than 12,000 shops, it decided that competition was strong enough to see off any attempt to profiteer. Millions of people use their local supermarket or convenience store to buy their groceries or essentials, said Polito. Strong competition in the market ensures that shoppers can choose the best deal for them. The CMA said Tesco and Booker do not compete head-to-head in most of their activities. It gave the example of the catering sector where Tesco is not a player but Booker has 441,000 customers, including major chains such as Byron and Wagamama, and rings up over 30% of its sales. Tesco welcomed the latest development and said the deal was expected to complete in early 2018.